Billy Bash here, and today I just wanted to talk about toys and legacies and Legionscon because everything's coming up real soon. I haven't, thanks to like how much work I've been doing, actual work, hobby work, stuff like that. I never had a chance to crack open these Legacies of Mythoss, Urzokk, and Otho, and I was like, you know what? Everyone's reviewed them. Curtis exploded them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to open them up, just play around with them, get a feel for them, heat them up, put the parts on, stuff like that. But then also I was like, you know what? I may not want to review them because I feel like everyone's done it to death. But I do want to have them out and talk about Legacies, Legionscon, and what my plans for Legionscon are now. But first off, Legacies. This just I haven't even got to like pop a lot of stuff off, mess around, and just fiddle with them too much. But already I have where like, yeah, these are fantastic. They're worth the $55. I'm glad I had ordered another Urzokk. My other Otho has where it's actually my friend Dr. Brent's Otho now. I'm going to bring that to him at Legionscon. I will remember this Dr. Brent. I swear. But I had where I was like, I can pass on the second Otho. Now I'm after just messing around with the soft goods, heating them up, just getting them ready to just kind of like pose and take some pictures and stuff. I do need a second Otho, and honestly, I probably need a third Otho, and I'm probably gonna need like two more Urzokks. They're wonderful, but then that has where it kind of leads into the next part of. Of course, my AC kicks on. The next part of Legacies there, because at Legionscon, we're gonna have a Scaphoid, and it's Valgard, yeah, Sir Valgard. We're gonna have Scaphoid 2, which we should have known in hindsight. There was a lot of just like little fun Easters in all of the other figures for Legionscon, but like it never crossed my mind that we were gonna get Scaphoid 2 at all. Wasn't on my 2025 bingo card. Sir Valgard, heck yeah, bring them on. I'm down with it. But now that I've messed with these and have where I'll be able to pick those up, I originally was doing like, my mental math, hey, I have this much money, I have this, stuff like that. I'm probably gonna need two of each of those going into Legionscon there, and depending on what I sell at Legionscon is like whether I'll pick up more of those. But like, yeah, just for like how these feel, how plussed up they are compared to just like at least not the normal legions, because like a lot of legions we've gotten lately with like the Necronominous wave, the All-Star wave most recently, they feel fantastic. These just feel a little bit more, and compared to what they originally were, like Scaphoid by Scaphoid 2 blows it out of the water. If you haven't, go watch Toy Bros review on both Sir Valgard and Scaphoid 2. That's, yeah, I have to pick them up. So Legacies has where it's cementing itself right now. I even thought maybe when like they announced Otho last year at Legionscon 2024, I was like, oh yeah, I just need one Otho. I don't need a bunch of Othos. I just need one. We didn't know we were getting Urzokk. Damn, how naive I was. It's Legacies. I'm so glad it's here, and I'll miss All Stars to a degree, but Legacies, whew, just eclipses it. But after Legacies, I want to talk about Legionscon. Legionscon is so close. There's the anxiety of getting everything together, where it's personal stuff you're going to sell, stuff you're bringing for other people. Just making the trip itself, that's always a big thing for me. Even in the first one where I rode with my friend Curtis Ackerman, that was a big deal, and that was like a big step out of my comfort zone. And if you have where you have any inkling to go to Legionscon, let's say in 2026, you're not making it to 2025, I would push for it, even where I have all my hangups and my social issues and things like that. It all melts away going to Legionscon and being around people who are just into the same things you are and are there for the same reason. It's kind of fucking magical. Hopefully YouTube doesn't hit that one. But yeah, it's kind of magical there. But getting it all set up, the anxieties of that a little bit. I've got my trip planned out. I got my course set. I'll be arriving in like early-ish, before noon on Thursday. I'll be at the hotel, and then I'll be there till Monday morning. I'm ready for it. I'm so excited. It's weird. I think this Legionscon will be the decider if I push again to make it next year, because it's so far out, you have where you, at least for me, I'm probably a terrible planner. I don't have where I start gearing up for it until like 3 months or 4 months before it. There's the idea of it in the back of my head. It's like, yeah, I'm going to Legionscon next year. But really prepping for it, I feel like a procrastinator. Even again, like 3 and 4 months before it, I feel like a procrastinator. Depending on how like this one, goes and feels and everything, and I think it's going to go great. This is like a big kind of thing there for me, is saying like I will probably go to Legionscon every year that I can going forward. Just how it goes this year, because there are cons that have where they get so big. I've heard from friends who have where they go to them all the time down in Florida. Like let's say MegaCon, just an example there, where it just has where it's so big. You go there and like sure, like with Legionscon, you can go there and you'll meet people you've never met before, and you'll bond over like the Urzokk statue, or standing in line for exclusive stuff like that. But hearing from like how like a con like MegaCon, which is not the same kind of show, albeit, is where it's just like it's a sea of people, and it's just like it equates to stress and not fun. I think with how Jeremy, Four Horsemen, run Legionscon, I think they have already thought about that in the coming years ago with Legionscon, and how to keep it not only growing, but have where it still stays fun. Because if you take a look at the itinerary for Legionscon, the dang show really starts Thursday night. Like it starts with a live stream from Legion's Ladies, and then goes into Friday with G-Con, and then set up G-Con's hours and hours long. You can be there in the crowd for it. You can wander out, come back, and they may still be on the same dang figure. But there's so much to do. Even like again with Friday, like G-Con, there's like the Purple Gang Live. There's vendors set up. Even with that, even though you may not be a vendor, you can be outside the hall just giddy, just talking to people and seeing stuff going in, being excited. Heck, if you have some free hands and you feel like it, give some people help unloading their cars if you have where like they ask for it. It's a wonderful time there, even on like a Friday. Again, going into the con on Saturday, there's so much besides the con going on. They'll have like the different RPG sessions going on that are like an hour long. Getting in on one of those, or even just watching it, that's time right there. That's taken away from just being in a sea of people. There's stuff to do besides just the con, and I think that's something they thought of, and they have planned out going forward. And I think as it gets bigger, it's going to continue to have where it's going to be fun. So that's why I think going forward, Legionscon might be that con. Like, it might be weird to say a forever con because you're not promised tomorrow, but I think it will continue to be the must con on my list. If there's no other con that I go to, I would definitely make Legions Con every year. Just that's how I feel this year's going to go. What am I doing for Legions Con? Well, again, I'm going to be arriving on Thursday myself to the hotel. We'll see how that goes. We'll see who's there because Thursday is when I feel like the majority of people will be getting in because you want to be there for G-Con. Last year I arrived like Thursday at midnight. Thanks, Big Greg, for the drive. But I'll be earlier this year. Just hang out, see people, catch up, maybe actually go see what's around the hotel this time. Because last year I think the furthest I went away from the hotel was Wegmans. I know the Frazetta Girls museums close by. That's a maybe. I meant to go last year. I lucked out, had where I end up going to the studio, but this year I'd love to just have where I find some stuff to do on Thursday. Friday, obviously G-Con, but Friday I will be setting up. I'm running the Wolf King Customs booth. In the past, I've done the Cabal booth on actually the past several years now. Wow. But since there's no Cabal booth this year, and Dirk of Dirk's Designs and Lynn, because Lynn had where the Cabal booth was really under him. I'm going to be running the Wolf King Customs booth there. Be hang out with Dirk and everything. And if you want to come see me, it should be tables 6 and 7. Come on by. I'll have with the Purple Gang. We're gonna have 4-inch. It's really like 3 3/4 hot dog cats. These will be $10. We'll have a limited number of those. I'll have all the Ogre leg extenders. I'll have the Dragaseer 2 Armored Ogre neck pegs for all your headsets that just came in. You can pop those onto those if you want to. I'll have those for like $10. I think I'm going to drop those down. I'm going to say it right now. I'm probably going to drop those down to $5. I'm going to print out some more and have my leg extenders, $5 a set. The Dragaseer 2 Armored Ogre, $5 a set. And I think I might even have some stuff that's just random there just to show off and everything. If you want it, you can buy it, whatever. But yeah, I'll be at the Wolf King Custom booth. Come see me over there, table 6 and 7. And Purple Gang Live, I'll be there. It's looking like I'll be at the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me panel live on Saturday night. And yeah, whenever there's not something going on, I'm going to try my best to be down in the lobby and everything. Because last year, it was a good Legions Con, but I also had where like I got sick, so I was just selling stuff, and then I was like, man, I am drained. I need to go to sleep. This year, I have been taking my vitamin C. I am ready. I am hyped. I am just itching to get on the road Wednesday and just get there for Thursday. I'm just so ready. It's about an 18-hour drive for me. I live in South Mississippi. It's an 18-hour drive, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited. But tell me what you think down in the comments below. Are you going to Legions Con? Are you contemplating going to Legions Con? Because really, I'm not saying I drank the Kool-Aid, but I'm like, it's a great con because not only is it toys, the creativity, obviously, the people, of course, you go for the people, you go for your friends. It's just the all over atmosphere that a lot of cons get close to. And I have a lot of cons that I've went to now. I could proudly say that. Feel like I've gotten out of my shell some there, with Toyland and some other ones. Legions Con has where it's special. It's a special con, and I'm glad I can hold that in my heart that it's a special thing to go to. But Do you have where you have any inkling? Are you going there? If you see me there, and I already plugged the shirt already, I'm bad at self promotion. Retro Rags has a Sons of the Burger Star shirt. It's the logo I've had on everything. I have a new colored version of it coming out, but it's on there. If you have that shirt on, free sticker. If you come by my booth and buy something, I got stickers for you. Okay, guys? And crisp high five, handshake. Hell, I'll give you a hug. Whatever. I'll see you at Legionscon. I can't wait. Oh God, I'm just. It's that antsy anxiety energy just to like want to go ahead and get it started. I wish I could jump from now to Thursday when I get to the hotel and just have where I get to see everybody. Because again, I know I'm rambling. It's seeing all your friends. It's seeing all the people you know that you haven't seen in a year. It's fun. Just in the message here. If you've never stepped out of your safe zone to go to a con and stuff like that, pick one, do it. You may have where you love it. But this has been Billy Beige. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you at Legionscon. Get ready for some more random ass videos. I'll probably talk about Legionscon some more in the coming week. Later, guys.